Hello everyone, good morning. We're going to get the live stream set up and we will get started. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, let's get everything connected. Everything connected behind the scenes. Okay, wonderful. Great, we've got it going. We've got the chat set up. Good morning, everybody. How is everyone doing? Good morning. Let me know. How are you doing? Okay, let's see. Okay, happy Saturday. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my Reseller Sip and Zent. Thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. We're going to just wait a few moments for people to come in. We will showcase, I hope more than 2 people come today. I'll showcase my Starbucks. I've got a chai latte. I've got my beautiful candle. And we've got some gorgeous topics to talk about today. Who's in the chat? Say hello. Participate. Good morning. Good morning. It's a great day. Tammy. Good morning, Tammy. Yes, doing double duty. Doing double duty. Love it. Love it. Are you listing for Poshmark? eBay? All of it? Okay. The chat is growing. Currently, it looks like there's no one in here. Love it, Tammy. Love it. Love it. Love it. Good. Tiffany, good morning. It's taking people a few minutes to come to the chat today. Getting a little nervous because there's not that many people here, and that's not normal. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Tiffany. Thank you for watching my video that came out yesterday. Here we go. Okay. Hi, Ashley. Hello, Ashley Gibson. You guys, I actually just did a interview over on Ashley's channel. I think it came out last week. Yeah, last week. Today, a full week ago, rather. So check out her channel. I believe it's Ashley DTL. Once my live stream is done, check out Ashley's channel. We had a great conversation, got to talk about a lot of things. And Ashley is also just like super cute. So go check her out, go subscribe. She's fun. And she's Canadian. So for anyone that has any Canadian posh questions or just wants to hear about that life, check her out. She's fun. Lindsay, congratulations on waking up early. Congratulations. I know it's early for the West Coast, but doing this at 12 o'clock puts me into, being done with this at 1. And that's just not the most ideal timing for me. That's like dead smack in the middle of the day. So try to get it so people can still go out and live their lives. Well, within reason, Stephanie S., good morning. Hey, hon. Good morning. Good morning, Heather. Shorter. Where's Heather Taller? Oh my God, I'm silly. I love it. Ashley, loved the conversation. Yes, loved it. For those who didn't hear me before, Ashley and I just had a great conversation for her channel. Check her out. She's great. Beth, good morning, Beth. How are you doing today? You know what? I would love in the chat, tell me what coast you're on. West Coast or East Coast, and if you're not on a coast, let me know what state you're in. Actually, let's change that. Let me know what state you're tuning in from, because I'm curious. Hello, CC Lovelace Grace. Good morning. I feel like I'm doing attendance. Like, Ashley, present. Thank you so much. They're new. I actually have another pair that's new too, but these we're calling my David Rose glasses for any Schitt's Creek lovers. Love it. Oh, wait. Okay, wait. Some chats are coming in. Love it. Good morning, Tiffany Brown. Yes, love the Poshmark sales tracking video. watching while I work this morning. I'm in Virginia. Oh my gosh, it's actually a little warm here today, so thank you for sending up some of that warmth. And Tiffany brought up a great point. I had a video come out yesterday. If anyone has any questions or was curious as to how to track sales on your own in a spreadsheet, I made that video for you guys, and I did like a whole screen share and step-by-step, easy, digestible, as simple as something like that could be. So definitely check that out after this video goes live. And thank you, Tiffany, for watching. Before I say hello to anyone else, thank you all for tuning in this Saturday with me for my reseller sip and send. So this week, or this month, my coffee is actually in a color-changing Starbucks tumbler, excuse me. The little specks are normally white, but then when it gets cold, they turn colors. And then Angie, a girl that I met back in LA, she lives in Long Beach, she made this vinyl with her Cricut for me, and I just put it on my little Starbucks cup, so I love it. It's got the fun straw. And then today's candle is the same candle as last week. It is Paris Cafe, or last month. It's Paris Cafe. It is one of my favorites. It is so good. Oh my God, it's so good. Not seasonal. Could do it any time of day, year. Okay. So we love it. Who is tuning in today? Nikki's on the East Coast. She's in New York. Hey, New Yorker. We've got Philadelphia, Louisiana. Ooh, Louisiana. We've got Florida. Hey, Floridian. We got a little West Virginia. Who else we got? We have Nevada. What's up, Nevada? Are you feeling lucky today? That's me rolling the dice. Which, by the way, I've never gambled. I've never, other than a lottery scratch off. I've never been to Vegas. Not really sure it's my vibe. Lindsay, she says it's 8 a.m. and it's in Washington. I know it's early. Sorry. Diane Yvette Beauty. Hello from Texas. Well, hello from New York, hon. Miami, Florida. Love Schitt's Creek. Okay, thumbs up this video if you haven't already. Show some support. But Schitt's Creek is chef's kiss. I'm so happy as a human that show was created when it was. And I actually, so you guys want a fun fact? So for those who are unaware, because I'm not sure I talk about this all the time, but my first ever job in my life, professional career, was working in television. And at some point I worked for TV advertising, a buying agency, and we would buy time on networks for our clients, AARP or something like that. So we'd say oh, AARP wants to spend $2 million with you. Let's put it in some shows. Well, part of that is being told what shows are going to be on what networks. And I remember being in a meeting when they were pitching the pilot for Schitt's Creek, and I was like, this is going to be great. Also, I was also in a meeting for when Younger was being talked about with Hilary Duff on, initially it was TV Land. Now, I'm not really sure what it's on now, but I was like, these are going to be good shows. So, absolutely love Schitt's Creek. Heather's in Ohio. My last name is shorter than my maiden name. You've got the puns. You've gotten that before. Okay. Good morning, Resale Royalty. Yes, it's on my channel. I posted it yesterday. Feel free to check it out at your leisure. It's a little bit of a longer one, but like I said, it's as detailed as possible for something that can tend to be challenging for people to understand because, it's basically like math class and people aren't always, good at math, and that's okay. But I think I broke it down pretty well. Ashley's in Toronto. She says it's chilly and rainy and gray. Gotta make some tea and light a candle to get the coziness. Yes, hon. Maybe if you don't have a candle, do a little aromatherapy. I feel like you have a diffuser of some sort for that. Love it. I love gingham, one of my favorite candles. Ooh, Bath & Body. Yes, it's the blue and white gingham pattern. I've actually had that hand soap, and it does smell pretty decent. I don't know about the candle version. That's too much for me, but yeah, I love it. Purple Mountain, I am doing great. Thank you so much. I actually just received a shipment of, yesterday, I received a shipment of some Free People Movement, the active loungewear side of free people. All brand new with tags. I just listed it in my Poshmark closet yesterday. So if you want to take a look over there and check out the goodies, they're all brand new with tag. So feel free to peruse the Poshmark closet and see what I've added to the closet. I've got joggers, sweatshirts, and they're all like a little bit like baggier, looser. So that's cool. Extra small to size large. They're not exactly matching sets per se, but you could, mix and match. North Carolina in the house. What's up, NC? Oh, another North Carolina. Outer Banks. What's up, Outer Banks? Hey, Alyssa. Florida Gulf Coast. Glad you finally made it. Crazy cute closet, Nadine. Nadine, thank you so much for tuning in. Gulf Coast. So does that mean you're like on the inside, looking towards I'm just gonna say looking towards Mexico of the Florida? I think that's what that means. Let me know. I actually don't go to Florida. I think I've been twice in my life. Beth, my daughter, 30 years old, dressed up like Moira for 5 days for work. Her quarantine fun project. She was the bomb. Beth, I think that's absolutely amazing. No, wait. I'm trying to do a good Moira accent for people who watch Schitt's Creek. I can do it pretty well. Wait. David. Oh, no. My favorite line is when Moira's looking at Alexis for graduation and she's like, Alexis, you look absolutely radiant. I love it. I love it. And another fun fact, Schitt's Creek ended up going on tour like 1 or 2 years ago, which is, I think, incredible for a show to be able to tour. But when they were thinking about like a full-fledged, multi-city tour, they tested it in LA, and I was at that first one downtown, and it was fun. I went with my friend, and we are basically David and Alexis, so it was perfect. We had so much fun. Love Schitt's Creek and Younger. Yes, it's so good. It's so good. Abby and Honey. Hello, Abby. Hey, girl. Hi, Noreen from Connecticut. Noreen. And Noreen actually gave me a host pick yesterday on Poshmark. Thank you so much. And then Purple Mountain Crafts. You're in Virginia. Love it. All right, you guys. So let's pick a topic to talk about today for some reselling pizzazz. I'm curious because this just kind of came out. How do we feel about the Poshmark Pets permanent category, being added to the Poshmark categories? It's men's, women's, home, kids, pets now. What do you think? I know for me, that worked. I sold something in a matter of an hour and a half from a video I posted on social, directing it to my Poshmark closet, and it was a cute dog bowl set. Let me know what you guys think. Oh, Noreen. That was like a Jolene cover. Thank you for the super sticker. Oh, by the way, you guys, I have a note. I literally have a note that says sing for stickers. There is a feature in YouTube that allows you to send super chats, super stickers. They do come at a cost, but it does support the channel, supports me. And if you send me something, and depending on the size of the sum, you'll get a little jingle, maybe a full-fledged song from me, okay? So, Irish Lux here got a cute little Jolene cover. But, I'll sing. I'm basically like virtual karaoke, if you will, okay? As long as I'm comfortable with the song. Crazy cute closet. Yes, Tampa, West Coast, East Coast. Okay, gotcha. Tammy, that dog bowl video on Instagram was hilarious. Thanks for the laughs. You guys, I did a British... So, for those that don't know, I had or haven't followed me on Instagram, PoshBossBlake on Instagram, link is in the description. I did a video about this dog bowl carrier, but it's from England. It's from Buckingham Palace, and it was like this leather wrapped dog bowl carrier, and it looked like a purse, and it had a Buckingham Palace with a crown on it. And I just like put on a British accent and filmed a cute little sales video, posted it, and it did pretty well. I was pretty happy. IGTV. It wasn't a reel because it was long. It was kind of long. It was almost 2 minutes. But I'm so glad people seem to love it. They loved the accents. Abby and Honey, I like the pet section. I don't think it'll be as big as home, for example, but I think it's a good idea. Yeah, I think I agree with that statement, Abby. I think for some things it makes sense, but like for like a small dog carrier or like bowls or something, I think that'll be perfect. But I don't know that there's necessarily like tons and tons of money in the clothing aspect. Like maybe if there's a bundle of cute dog sweaters, sure, but like one dog sweater for $7, no one's making money on that, selling it. So, yeah, especially with shipping, like why would you spend that much on that? But I do like that it is an option, or at least a dedicated place to sell it. Although I will say, when I was listing my dog bowl, and this will happen with the home section a lot, anytime you list something that isn't a preset, like choosable option within the Poshmark listing when you're building it, like if you're doing like home, bathroom, bath towel, like if you do something like toothbrush holder, you have to do other. And anytime you do other, it always says, oh, you've been flagged. Do you want to post this? If it's damaged, it's your fault. Don't, break the violations. Don't break the whatever. And I'm just like, it's a toothbrush holder. It's I get it. But they're just trying to protect themselves from like anything that's super fragile. Like if you were to say, oh, like we have the Harry Potter butterbeer cup here, like pretend this was like porcelain, right? And say it was like 20 pounds. They'd be like, you guys, that actually didn't make any sense. I'm just like talking out of my behind today. Beth says, I wish I bought the dog bowl for my daughter's Dalmatian. Oh, Dalmatian. I thought about it too long and someone else bought it. You know what? Dalmatian is kind of like a bigger dog. I don't know that it would have been good for that. I would say the person that bought this she follows me on Instagram. Her dog's like on the smaller end, and that's like perfect. But I think like a bigger dog, it wouldn't have been ideal. The bowls would have been too small. It would have been like one bite in the bowl. Thank you so much, babe. Yeah, just threw in a British accent, just having a sip of coffee. Talking to my friends on the internet, Bye, Lindsay. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hi, Laura from Greensboro. The main hanger, Maggie. No. Wait, I'm screwed. Wait, no, that's not Maggie. Maggie is someone else. I'm so sorry. Main hanger. Remind me of your name. I'm so sorry. It's hard to remember Instagram names, plus people have, not in this instance, but sometimes people have a YouTube name that is different from their Instagram name, which is different from their real name. And it's very hard to keep track sometimes. Like Abby and Honey, I actually know. She's Abby on Instagram and Clubhouse as well. I agree on the sweaters, unless it's like a dog sweater from Cashmere 360. I know. Like if it was like fancy or, I don't know, just something that warrants like the price, I guess. With shipping, just in my mind, I'm like, if something's only, and this doesn't go for just pet things, like if something's only a couple bucks on Poshmark and then the shipping's like $7 or $8, what's the point? But I get it. Sometimes you're just trying to get rid of it and not everyone's trying to make a profit. So, okay. Naked Cashmere. They make cashmere dog sweaters. I've never heard of that. But actually I kind of want to check them out. Because we have a little pooch that might feel like they want to be cashmere vibes. She doesn't get like dirty, so. Are you Irish Luck Noreen? Are you Denali, Tiffany New? Are we going to restart Saturday Night Live Reseller again? I miss those. You know what? That's a great question. When we did those, oh my gosh, I can't believe we're going into almost a year ago of doing that. Excuse me. That's a great question. I think just we haven't done it. I think part of that is when we were starting to get into quarantine, we were all just kind of like, we're stuck at home. We're not doing anything else. Like, let's just be here, be present. But as we've figured out how to like work and this is just for everyone, as people have started to kind of figure out how to work, or like, I can go out, but just this day or for this amount of time. I think it's just, we have different schedules these days. I know Denali, she's getting a warehouse space. So like she's fully, and she's got employees, multiple. So I think it's just, the timing is not there right now. Like I said, like we were doing this a year ago when we were just like, okay, what else are we going to do? Like, we're home, we have nothing else to do. But now it's like, we have rhythms, we have things going on. Now that I'm on the East Coast, that makes it a little bit more challenging, because I know they're also night owls. They were night owls when I was on the West Coast. But I go to bed early now. But maybe this will come back. Maybe this will come back. Who knows? Who knows? I won't say never. I won't say never. We also just have a bunch of projects. Like, Denali's becoming a warehouse. She's also got the podcast with Tiffany. Tiffany and Hugo are like shifting into like full-time resellers, and they're going into the pallet world. So like, it's just, different things are going on. Crazy Nadine says, I would love to have the option to offer USPS first class on Poshmark. I believe you mean Poshmark, but just confirm. Marissa, I'm sorry, Marissa. Marissa, the main hanger. Yeah, that's something that I like about Curtsy, the app Curtsy, or Mercari, or even, I won't say Depop, but Mercari and Curtsy have the option to do a first class shipping rate. And for those that don't know what Curtsy is, it's like another selling platform just for women's clothing. But I will say it skews, I would say, on the younger side, like the millennial Gen Z kind of ages of clothing. But part of when you list stuff, like if you list a blouse, the way you build the listing on Curtsy, it kind of guesses, like if you're doing like a small blouse, it'll say, oh, you only need first class shipping, X many ounces and under, when you're building the listing. And I like that, because I'm like, oh, they're not trying to jack up the cost, or, they're giving me that option. So that's nice. Talking about the smaller items, lingerie, lingerie, etc. Yeah. It's actually funny that you talk about, I think that's a typo, but it's supposed to say lingerie. Intimates have been a really big market on resale sites, I'm finding. I know reseller friend Leslie, Reseller's Passion, she's an advocate for selling bras. Someone, I'm not remembering their Instagram handle, but they ordered like a giant pallet of bras and panties. And like, that's fully what their closet is full of right now. And they're thriving. I know for me, little TMI, I have a particular brand of undergarment that I like to wear. And I can find it in a store, but they come in fun patterns. And I can always find the patterns on Poshmark. So that's where I get them. Brand new, of course. But you can buy them used if that's your thing. That's available. I've seen it online. Noreen, have a great, going to pick up $1 auction and ninja purchase of Fuchan, and I'm dropping it off to someone who bought it from me. Reselling hustle. Get your coins, Noreen. Get your coins. Hope you have a great day. And actually, now that you said that, my mom said that there was a estate sale up the street yesterday. And I was like, excuse me? Like literally walking distance, like 1 minute, and I would be there. So after this happens, I'm going to have to see if that's still available. Beth, oh my god, they quit making my favorite bra, so I scooped up a bunch of new attack on eBay. I love resellers. Yes, like yes. Something else that I like to buy online, not direct from the brand, sorry about it, is Bombas socks, Bombas. They are a high quality sock. They were actually featured on Shark Tank years ago, but I learned of them not from Shark Tank. But they have so many fun patterns, colors. They also are kind of like a Warby Parker in a sense, where they donate a pair for everything sold, or like a Tom's as well. Love it. I asked for them for Christmas. They're honestly, it's like a pricey sock. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's like a pricier sock. Like one sock can go for like $20, and that's like a pair of ankle cutoffs. There's like packs online, and they could be like $96 for like 4 or 6 pairs. They're a pricey sock, but I've got to tell you, they are worth it. There's cushion, there's comfort, they stay on. Not sponsored. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. Carrie, you made it! Carrie, welcome, Carrie. Let's be carried away. Which every time I see this name, Carrie, I don't think I've ever told you this, Carrie. Every time I see this, I'm instantly transported to Sex and the City when Samantha is toasting at the rehearsal dinner for Carrie and Big's wedding. It's the time she finally got carried away, you know, and I think of that. Let's see. Oh my God, wait, Carrie, I forgot. You're in the somewhat area of where I'm living. I forgot that. I'm so sorry. Veronica, hey, hon. Hope you're doing well. We're just talking. For anyone that's just entered, thank you so much for tuning in this Saturday with me. I appreciate you guys so much. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, pretty please. And actually, while I look at the chat on the YouTube page, I have to make an announcement. You guys, you know what I have to talk about? We hit a milestone on this channel. Can anyone guess what the milestone is? It's a pretty big one. I'm looking at the chat. We're going to celebrate a milestone, okay, on this channel. And it's because of you guys. It's because of you guys. Let's see. Ashley got it. We hit 4,000 subscribers. Like, what? I can't. 4,000 subscribers. 4,000 subscribers. All 4,000 of them seem to have other events going on today because they're not in this chat, and that's okay. But we hit 4,000 subscribers. I cannot believe that. I just remember, and this is good for anyone that wants to start a YouTube channel. I have been on YouTube for ages. Like, I got my YouTube channel in 2004. This is my original channel. Excuse me. I've changed the name a couple times throughout the years. Nothing ever stuck until the reseller thing stuck. And I was just like, wow, this is really a thing. But it's been a slow burn. Been a slow burn. A year ago, roughly about a year ago, is when the channel really started to gain momentum, which is good. But then it kind of plateaued around the summer. And then ever since then, it's been a very slow growth. So the fact that I got 4,000 subscribers is just like chef's kiss. You know, it's like amazing. Thank you, Tiffany. Snaps. Yes, I did it. Yes, champagne. Yes, Marissa. Hi. Ooh. Oh my, Veronica hit a milestone. She got 200 subs last night. You know what? Okay, that's okay though, because she's saying, I checked this morning, it went down to 199. I announced that I got 4,000 subscribers, and I kid you not, I swear people saw that and unsubscribed from me on purpose. But it balanced out in like a couple hours. It's fine. Amber, good morning, Amber. Hi, thanks for tuning in. I know she was listing, I don't know, did you post that this morning? You were listing a bunch of stuff, or last night? I know there was a pair of shoes. I think it was last night, because you showed the before and after of cleaning the bottom of Vince sneakers, which, by the way, I'm going to shout out Amber. Amber Resells. She has a great channel. If you ever wanted to like know about a topic like in depth, or kind of like independent research or independent study, she like dives into those kinds of topics and runs her own experiments. I absolutely love it. So check her channel out. But also, she posted on her Instagram story either this morning or yesterday, where she cleaned the bottom of a pair of Vince, the brand Vince, the expensive brand. And I just, in my mind, I was like, I hate Vince shoes for the purpose of cleaning them, because they have most of them don't have any tread or traction in the soles. They're like flat pieces of rubber / plastic. And they are very hard to get clean, even with a magic eraser and or even with any kind of remedy. But Amber had said, you know, a lot of elbow grease and a magic eraser, and X many minutes later, they were cleaned. And I was just like, God, there really is a lot of elbow grease that goes into cleaning the bottom of those shoes. My goodness. Oh, no problem, Amber. Happy to have you. Thank you for tuning in. Swimmerization, agree. Amber has a great channel. Saw the jeans one recently. Yeah, Amber did, oh my God, was it 200 pounds? Like, it was a lot of jeans. Am I crazy? Is it 200, Amber? Yes, I follow Amber. Congratulations on your actuarial exam. Yes. So like myself being part-time, Amber has like a full, like a career beyond reselling. So definitely go check her out. She's great. She's great. Yes, I'm listening today. My aunt and uncle just called though, and they're going to be stopping by. So I'm frantically cleaning. Okay, that is the worst because, you know, thumbs up the video if you were like me where you have to put everything out to be like, this is what's happening today. And then when your plans get changed, you're like, I have to put it all away. But then putting it all away just means like putting it into an area and like put a blanket over it. 50 pounds. I don't know why I thought 200 pounds, but it was a bunch of denim. And based on Veronica's comment, it doesn't seem like it went over well. So definitely check out Amber's channel. Hi from Posh, old _ new. Hi Annie. Hi Annie Town. Old is new. Hello. Hope you're all doing well. Throw in the closet or tub and close the curtain. Yes, that's exactly what you need to do. Amber, since you're here, I asked earlier, like at the beginning of the chat, what people thought about the new pet category being in Poshmark. And I personally, I did sell something recently, like 2 days after it got posted. But in my mind, I'm thinking, I don't know how popular the category will be for like a sweater, you know, for like a dog sweater, because sometimes they're just not expensive. And for something being listed for $7 and then the shipping being $7.45, like no one's making any money on that, like literal pennies. So I'm just curious. I think again, for like little dog carriers or maybe like a fancy kind of Ray Dunn bowl or like feeding bowl. I sold a pair of bowls, like a little travel set. Just curious. It's always nice to hear people's opinions. Throw everything in the dishwasher, washer, dryer, and close it. Ooh, I need to get my stuff out of the dryer. Thank you so much for reminding me. By the way, for my sip and scent, again, I'm having a chai latte. Let me hydrate. And then my candle, you guys. Would you like my candle? It is Paris Cafe from Bath & Body. It is so good. Oh my God. It's so good. We love it. Not seasonal. You can use it at any time of year. My thoughts are, Amber, talking about the pet stuff. Are they seeing traction with the other non-clothing categories? I don't see a lot of people talking about hard goods on Poshmark. You know what, Amber? That's a great question. I am trying to think of like the stuff that I've sold in the home category or like any hard good. It really hasn't been that much. I always find success with Mercari or eBay for hard goods. Obviously eBay because, yeah. I will say though, I did put a Pier 1 door knocker, Pottery Barn door knocker in my closet. It's heavy. And I think that's also the challenge with the hard goods. Like they can just be heavy and they can definitely exceed that 5 or 10 pound limit. And for anyone who's been selling on Poshmark or just is not aware of this, you can only technically sell an item that is up to 10 pounds. And anything beyond 5, you as the seller are responsible for paying for the overage on the label, in theory. Which if you go up to 10 pounds, and there's no way to get around this cost, you as the seller have to pay the fee. There's fees for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pounds. The fee for 10 pounds on top of everything else that is coming out of the transaction is $19.99. And it might have gone up with the shipping rates. I'm not sure, but it's $19.99. if you sell something that's 10 pounds and put it in a box. So part of the struggle for the hard goods aspect is because we are not, as sellers, able to change the pricing or do like a flat rate, a medium flat rate cost. There's no way to put, like, it's hard to sell sets of something. Like, you probably couldn't buy a dinner set, dinner plates, bread plates, you couldn't buy like full sets of that because it's so heavy. So yeah, I also just like, in my mind, Poshmark is more clothes. Like when I think secondhand, I just automatically think clothing. Whereas Mercari, I kind of, it's like the baby of Poshmark and eBay. I've said that before. Wait, so can y'all send some good FedEx vibes to our girl Margaret? She's waiting on her ThreadUp box so we can do a live unboxing collab tomorrow on my channel. Okay, well, we're gonna send some FedEx vibes your way. Beth, the shipping is good for hard goods on Poshmark. Yes. Oh wait, Beth also followed up. Have your items Mercari? I made a mistake on Posh and had to cancel the sale, moved it to Mercari and found a buyer. Yes, even clothing. I remember this happened to me one time, and it was the only time I've ever had to pay a label fee to upgrade the label beyond the 5 pounds. I found this beautiful, it's a wool company made in USA. They made a pea coat, but it was fancy. It was like a very expensive jacket, but it was in beautiful condition. I think I sold it for $100, maybe more dollars. I try to put it in a box and I'm like, oh crap, this is like actually a big bulky jacket. Can't find it. And then I find an appropriate box, but then I'm like, this is heavy. So I get on the scale because I didn't have it wouldn't fit on my little shipping scale. So I get on the scale and I'm like, this is like 12 pounds. A 12-pound jacket. I'm like, wait, what? So then I was like shocked when I had to pay $20 to upgrade the label. And I was not trying to get in trouble. Like, there's no way someone's going to pick this up and look at the label and be like, oh no, return to sender. So it is a challenge. My aunt and uncle are here. Bye, Amber. Have a good rest of your weekend. Overcharges are high. Yes, they really are. Which is also, that kind of steers me away from getting those things, because I just don't want to deal with it. Especially if something's bulky or like, I don't know. I think if you have the appropriate setup to accommodate larger items, bulkier items, or even have like just a bigger space to be able to set up kind of like a shipping station, I would probably be more inclined to pick up the things that are bulkier, heavier, odd shaped, but I don't. So for me, clothing can be folded, stored, put in a container, stacked, put under a bed, like for me, I'm dealing with limited space. And actually, let's talk about that for a second. So for those of you who are new or who have been following me, thank you so much. Don't forget to like this video as it's happening so we can get some favoritism in the algorithm. You all know that I lived in a studio in Los Angeles, a small studio, which was fine when I was, when the world was normal and I was able to go in and out, and it was really just a place to, like a crash pad. But then once it turned into living in it 24/7, you all know the struggles I had with the space or the lack thereof. It was a tiny studio. I was maxed out with the amount of items I could have. There was just no other place to store it. People were like, well, maybe get a storage unit. Valid recommendation. Maybe get an office space. Again, valid recommendation. But something to keep in mind is I was living in a major city. An office space was definitely not going to work. No. At one point, I also looked at an apartment, in fact, in my complex, which I did really like. It was really great. But it was just over my budget. And when I was still working full-time, pre-COVID, I was like, I don't know. Like, there are financial decisions that you have to be smart and responsible for as an adult, and paying more for an apartment when it is not part of your main source of income is not a smart decision, in my opinion. There was potential like recommendation to, get this. Let's just say it was $1,000. It was more than that, trust me. But just for even numbers, like say it's $1,000, but you only make, I don't know, let's say every other paycheck's $800. Okay. You really should not be spending half of your monthly earnings on a place to live. And part of that thought process is, well, what about posh money? That's part of the income. And I was like, well, that's also optional. Like if something happens, I get taken away. I go away or I take a trip. Like I don't have to worry about that. I just put that all on pause. And so it was just like an adult financial decision to not overspend really with the apartment, But I say all this to say, I am home now. And although I am home and it's great for my mental health, I love having my family around, I still have space issues. And in fact, I kind of have like a little less space. Just because like this is a home and like I'm not trying to like be up in the home. Like there's stuff, I didn't have to deal with stuff in my apartment because my stuff was my inventory, my stuff was my lighting kit, So, I will hit a plateau here. I'm kind of at it right now. And that's a little frustrating, but it is what it is. There's no pressure for anything. So I just thought I'd share that. Here we go. Jeanette, thank you for the question. You may have answered this already, but do you source and list winter items all year? Okay, so Jeanette, thank you so much for your question. For context, I've been living in Los Angeles for the past 5 years. I moved home to upstate New York in December. Okay, that said, I would not sell winter items all year, but sorry for the pause. I'm just trying to collect my thoughts. But if there was a sweater or garment that was excellent quality, brand, cashmere, I would pick it up. If I was out shopping and I found a sweater, but I also found like 15 other things, that would be the last thing I would list. But ultimately, things do sell. People do have seasons all year round. People do experience different type of weather all year round. Yeah, I haven't been home in the summers, my God, since college. So like if I'm still here in the summer, that'll be an interesting experience because I think there's humidity. And I'm nervous about that. So great question though. I would say just if you're in a current season, here's a good statement. If you're in a current season, feel free to buy it, do it. People want to shop in the now, but they also want to shop for the future. Just make sure it's worth your time. Like if you have the space and it's like a good style garment or something, and you can store it for the fall or for whatever season you're doing this for, do that because it's always nice to have like a little reserve of inventory that you can go back to, or like we know from when COVID hit, a lot of people did not really have like a backup. Like if you had people say death pile, I say money pile. If you had a money pile, you burned through that because you couldn't go to the stores, shipping was taking forever. So I think if you can build up a little reserve bank of clothing items to list, why not? Why not? So I hope that answers. Ultimately, get what you want, but if you want to get rid of it quick, just make sure it's high quality, of a current trend. If you're just going to go out and buy or if you see like a Ann Taylor plain simple black sweater, if it's not winter, there's probably no reason to buy that right now if you're trying to flip it quick. Okay, Abby and Honey, great question though, Jeanette. Thank you. We're debating right now if we want to upgrade to a 2-bedroom. I would love for space and working from home for a full-time job, but I can't decide if it's the pandemic world making me want space. Okay, Abby, let's talk about this. This is exactly how I feel right now. So I know for a fact that, and I've talked about this on the channel, I do not want to be a full-time reseller, okay? However, I'm putting more focus into my full-time job again, or like my career. I know that I need to leave my home and go do a job. Okay. Like that is something I absolutely need to do. I do want space though, because right now it's the only place you can go within your home. I'm fortunate now that, coming from a studio, I'm currently in our back room. We have a dining room. We have a living room. I can go into my mom's room. I can go into my aunt's. Like we can just, all sorts of things. But I do think if you can, ultimately it's your budget. So if you can afford it, go for it. If it's realistically like something you're not going to use down the line, okay. But also guest room. Like if you're thinking about a 2-bedroom, maybe right now and maybe through the next year or 2 years, maybe this is your home office, but it can also be your guest room. So think of it that way if you want to warrant it. And then maybe your family or friends can come visit. And then that also justifies the want for the space. But then just tell your, friends and family, don't be shocked when you open that closet because, honey, it's my inventory, okay? Also, would you like to buy anything? I'll give you a discount. Always shoot them with that. Which, by the way, brief moment. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for all of you who are tuning in today. We're celebrating 4,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. So thank you all so much for tuning in. It's all because of you. And I'm going to say it again. If anybody wants to send me a little super chat, super sticker in YouTube, I will give you a little jingle. I'll sing you a little song as a token of your appreciation for the support of the channel. Thank you so much. Okay, continuing on with comments. Janice. Hi from San Francisco. Love being a part of the Posh family. Janice Turner. How you doing, hon? Shout out to San Francisco. I've actually been reading a lot about real estate. Like I'm really, as you guys know, I moved home. But I'm like, am I going to go back to California? I've never been to San Francisco, never lived in San Francisco, but would I ever? And I was reading that right now is actually like kind of a good time to get into San Francisco if you can afford it and you have a job. But prices have dropped like 30%, which is crazy. Because for anyone who thinks, living in LA or New York is expensive, you guys have, it is so much money for like also not like a newly updated place. It's like incredibly ridiculous. So now's the time to move to San Francisco. Actually any major city for that matter. A lot of people left like me. Janice, what do you do with items in your closet that don't move? I have a few and struggle whether I should remove them or just leave them there. Okay, so couple things, Janice. That's a great question. Couple things. One, I would say, what is your title like for your listing? Also, number two, what is your description like? Do a little self-audit on the listings. Is it the correct brand? It seems like a silly question, but people sometimes mistype, so just check. Is it the correct brand? Is your description using a lot of keywords? The most important part, the title. Are you starting your title with the brand name? Are you saying like Ann Taylor cowl neck sweater? And then like the color. Are you putting a unique style name? Like if it's like Ann Taylor, I'm just gonna say, it's in my mind, baguette. Like, are you saying like the style name of the thing using all those juicy keywords? If you aren't, do a little self-audit and beef up the title of the listing. But if those things are already in place, are your pictures good? Are they clear? If that is all good, I would say price. Is it priced accordingly? Are you pricing it to sell? And then last but not least, if all those things are in place, you've got everything set up good, you've got the pictures, you've got the listing, you've got everything good, price and everything. If it's not selling, is it an item that is being desirable? Is it outdated? Like, what is the item? Sometimes, for the most part, everything in this world can sell, right? So when something's not selling on a platform, it's like, it's got to be one of those things. It's the title, it's the listing, it's the pictures, it's not wanted. Like, it might just be out of style. If it's older, I would encourage you to throw that over to eBay, because they have a much, much, much more robust customer base. Millions, many, many millions more of customers. And I find that it's all sorts of age ranges and all sorts of demographics on eBay. So as Poshmark tries to grow that base, eBay's got an established one that continues to grow all around the world, and you can sell to the people around the world. So definitely just like check some of those options. And I hope that is helpful for you, because we want to get those items sold. And I would say, depending on how long they've been like sitting there, I don't know why I just did that. Like if it's been in your closet on Posh for a while, if you're going to make any edits because maybe you didn't do the description right or whatever, I would just encourage you, don't relist, don't do the copy feature, just create a fresh new listing, and even create the listing while the other one's still there, and then just delete the old one, just to kick it back up into the system as a new listing. And today is a Love It or List It day on Poshmark, so you might even win $50 in credit. Okay. Which, by the way, if anyone wants to check out my Poshmark closet, the link is in the description. It's PoshBossBlake. Obviously, it's PoshBossBlake on any social platform, including TikTok. I actually just got a bunch of items from Free People Movement, the athleisure aspect of the Free People brand. So check it out. And oh my God, I can speak. If anyone is interested, Veronica, she's responding to Abby. I feel like you should always have as many rooms as possible living there, ideally one extra. And who knows, working from hybrid might be fun in the future. Yeah, I agree with that. I think hybrid is fine, but like ultimately, like in this past year, you've like learned if you are okay with working remotely or if you need to go in. And I am a hybrid. I just can't work from home. No. I need a separation of space. Veronica, I did a Posh Closet clean out a while ago, sent some to ThredUp and donated others. Lots of items. I got mystery boxes or for free. Yeah, I would. Yeah, great point, Veronica. I would also say, depending on what the items are, or like if you don't even want to spend the time relisting them, order a kit from ThredUp. And by order a kit, I mean get a label. I think they can send you a virtual label now too. I'm not sure. Send it off to someone who will do it. You might not make as much, but like at least you'll make something, because you've made nothing so far. So just give it a whirl, and just no expectations with that, because it could be processed today, tomorrow, and 17 months from now. Just send it on to them and let them do the work. Let's see. Catching up on the comments, you guys. Yeah, and we would love a guest room for a boyfriend's family that lives in LA. But yeah, second closet would definitely be for reselling. It sure would. I don't know anyone who has a spare room that doesn't use the closet for their stuff, whether it's reselling or not. So, at least you're making good use of it. Nadine says donating to a women's shelter is a great idea too. Yes, it is, assuming that the garments are, for women. Donating to local charities is also good. I will say, though, that's not always doable. Some organizations with COVID still are not accepting donations, regardless of whether it's a Goodwill or like a legit nonprofit organization, like a LGBT center or something, shelters even. There's very weird, because they're run by the government virtually. There's like rules about what can be donated, but it is a great recommendation. Thanks for the great advice. You're welcome, Janice. Blake, did you get the Free People Movement items in a pallet? No, I did not. No pallet. I can't do a pallet. Well, no, let me rephrase that. I have not been able to ever do a pallet. Do I want to? Probably not. That's like a lot of work, and I don't have the space for that. Although we do have a house, we do have a garage. Like, no. But it was, I did source it online, we'll say. Yeah, that's what I did. So that's that. So we're getting down to the hour. We have about 5 more minutes till it's 12 o'clock or 9 a.m. on the West Coast. If anyone has any random reseller questions, Poshmark or not, feel free to, let me know in the comments. I do want to ask a question, and I haven't really talked about this, but I recently got some equipment, and I'm curious if I were to do another video a week of my choosing, I guess I'm going to take an independent survey, okay? I need a thumbs up emoji or thumbs down emoji. I'm just curious. I'm going to do it no matter what, but I'm curious what your opinions are. ASMR, thumbs up, thumbs down. I would probably put a comedic twist on it because, you know, I love ASMR videos and they're funny to me, but I would like to probably talk doing them while I touch, play with, do the things, you know, with the items for YouTube. So I'm just curious what you guys would think about that. Because that is I am so excited. I've just been playing with my equipment and I'm just like, yes, I love it. Hi, Reseller Wendy. Hi, Reseller Wendy. Susan. Hi, Susan. You made it. Hey, Blake and everyone. I'm sitting outside the bins when my husband's store says I have a big profit pile to work. Profit pile. I've not heard that before. I've heard money pile. Profit pile. I like that better. She's working through the PP. Profit pile to work through at home. Nice. Nice. You know what? While you're in the car, because this will be done in a few minutes, you can, what am I saying? You can draft, if you remember anything in the money pile, in the profit pile, start drafting your listings. Even just, I know you need a photo to save the draft, but just take a picture of the ground or something and just like, you know, build the listing as much as you can because it'll save you some time. And you're, you know, if you're just doing nothing. Oh, no worries, Veronica. No, honestly, I'm still going to do it. I was just curious. I know ASMR is not everyone's thing. Like, I think it's going to be hit or miss. But for me, it's my channel. I get to do what I want. I'm going to do it because I love it. And I think it could be funny. It could be funny. But also, like, really gain, like, a little bit of a following from that. Yes, but do it. Can't believe how popular. I know. I'm one of the people that loves it. I'm like one of my favorite things to watch, especially when if I'm trying to go to sleep, is ASMR soap videos. People will cut up or dry out soap and crunch it on camera. And it sounds really weird, but like if you want to see it to understand what I'm saying, Google like ASMR soap. People make like it's kind of art. It's like visual art. Like people will sculpt soap into like flowers and rolls and and then dry it out and then crunch it on camera. And it, for someone who loves ASMR, it is so cool, visual and not. Oh, okay. So we have some thumbs ups. Tiffany says ASMR would be fun. Susan says yes. Janice says yes. ASMR creeps me the bleep out, but yeah, people love it. Well, I think ASMR, you also have to find the thing that works for you. So like people really enjoy ASMR mukbangs or people are eating on camera and you hear every crunch and crack and like you even hear the people's mouths like the noise from you opening your mouth. And that to me, I can't do. So I think it does there is some sort of sensation to sound, but you just have to find the right thing for you. Because even it's like, what's another popular ASMR thing? Nails. Like people with acrylics or gels, like just typing on a keyboard. Typing on a keyboard is its own thing. Nails are not. Like the noise from the typing, which is kind of like, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, old school keyboards with like the big, like not the Apple keyboards, like with the big chunky keys, like on an old school computer, those are coming back because they make noise. And these people in these videos they just do it and they like type certain things. I also think, no eating. I know, Tammy, no eating, promise. But speaking of eating, I think actually on my Weight Watcher channel, which is Blake Does Things, I do Weight Watchers, I'm actually going to do recipe reads. So, we'll just do one recipe for a video and then I'll just read you, as I show you, oh, we're going to do, we're going to do the, I can't pronounce it, ginger shrimp and soba and spinach recipe today. But, I'd ASMR the whole thing, the book and da-da-da. I'm just excited to have fun with it because I love it. And like people have crazy followings for ASMR. Not that I'm trying to be the next ASMR person, but there's this one girl, her name is Honeybee, HUNNIBEE. She's just some girl, some blonde girl, and she has like millions of followers for eating food on camera. And it's not just like a little food, it is literal, it's sugar. It's all sorts of sugar. I think she lives in Vegas. So she goes to like a candy store and gets all this different type of candy and she'll theme it. So it'll be like eating all the green foods today. And it's like jelly bubbles and green sour gummies and, you know, green chocolate frogs, like whatever, like it's crazy. But you know, it's just really interesting. Veronica, I'm more of like a lo-fi person or white noise. Gotcha. Yeah, I get that. I feel like I use a sound machine, so I get that. Plus, minus the Slurpee videos. I'm trying to teach my. Oh yeah, no. There would be no food ASMRs on this channel. No, thank you. If I did, I almost entertained doing a separate channel for ASMR, but I'm not pumping out that kind of content regularly or like enough to warrant that. So we'll just keep it here and see how well it does. I'd probably do it on a weekday because videos come out on my channel every Friday. So I'd probably do it on like a Monday, Tuesday or something to space it out just for something different for people to have. Love the sound of crinkly paper. Oh my gosh. You mean like this, Nadine? Or excuse me, you mean like this, Janice? Sorry, you guys. I love that too. Or chip bags. Like, don't open them. Just hold them and like crinkle the air. That's good. Nadine says there should be an ASMR video for fork scraping on a plate. Ew. That's not ASMR. That's called hate mail. No, I'm just kidding. I really love to hear of other niches that people love. Confession, I love. Okay, you and my mom would get along just great. I mean, there's a huge, obviously Dr. Pimple Popper, it became so big that she got her own freaking TV show. I mean, who would have thought this woman documenting popping pimples would have turned into a thriving multi-season, still continuing show on TLC that has millions of viewers? Like, it's nuts. Play on mute. Thank you so much. All right, you guys, if no one has any other questions, I'm gonna give like 30 seconds. We're probably going to end today's video unless you get your question in while I'm talking. I want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in for all of this hour with me for my reseller sip and scent. We sipped, we scented. If anyone has any ideas, but they want to see my channel, like if you're just curious about something, you're like, oh, I'd love for you to talk about that, feel free to let me know in a comment. I'm finding, like, based on yesterday's video, and you guys let me know, although people found it helpful, it didn't exactly like garner the views I was expecting. So I'm just curious if like keep it up with the hauls, if there's anything you'd want to see, because as much as I love doing educational content, if it's not worth my time, I don't really like want to do it, because also those videos are actually kind of hard to do. So let me know. I'm just curious. Thank you, Lisa Marie. I appreciate you tuning in. Thanks, Nadine. Thank you, Nadine. Yeah, love the hauls. Yeah, the challenge is getting enough inventory. The challenge is getting enough inventory to do the hauls. Yeah. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in today. Thank you, Janice. That's so sweet. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Don't forget, if you haven't given this video a thumbs up, please do before you leave. Hit subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Make sure you're following me on all socials, Instagram, TikTok, Poshmark. Again, check out that free people inventory that I just posted on my closet. Yeah, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you all have a fabulous rest of your weekend, and I'll see you guys in next week's video on Friday. Okay, bye. Happy weekend, happy weekend, happy weekend.